Hey everyone, it's your buddy Bella and Mossy Mom. Today we are headed to one of my post-apocalyptic campgrounds. But this one's a little bit different. It's actually still maintained. They still replace the picnic tables, they still take care of it. The outhouse is still open, but at the same time, it's closed. You can't camp there. You can't drive there. It's a 4-mile walk. Day use only. Kind of a strange situation. Let's go check it out. Wow, the sunshine is bright. This is the only day this week that looked good for hiking. All the rest of the week, lots of rain in the forecast. Even today they're predicting rain at 11 o'clock, which is in a couple of hours. Doesn't really look like it right now though. There is some tree cutting activity nearby, so there will be some noise from that today. I actually have a really cool mushroom spot back in this area. It's the only one I have that's productive in February. This is February. It produces umbilical hedgehogs. I haven't been there yet this mushroom season. Hopefully we'll find some there today. I've been coming here enough years now that this spot is starting to get pretty. When I first started coming here, these little trees were really young and everything was really hot and dry and horrible. But they've grown. It's getting pretty again. It'll get real pretty and then we'll chop them down. But that might not even be in my lifetime. I might not have to see these ones get cut down. Yeah, this is definitely a much more pleasant walk than it used to be. Bella, what you doing up there? Bella, what you doing? Running around, having fun. Bella has started to lose some weight. We've got her on a pretty strict diet, 2 cups of dog food a day, except on hiking day. She gets an extra cup of dog food on hiking day. And don't tell my son, I might have packed just a little treat for her today. She's burning enough calories when she's hiking, she can get away with it. Bella, come here, honey. Got something? Bella, come here. Bella, come back here. Come on, let's work on your recall. Got something nice for you. There you go. There's a van just went by. We dove in the bushes. Probably brush pickers. I don't think they saw us. Luckily, I was able to hear them well ahead of time because they went through a mud puddle. Yay. Yeah, I heard them as they were approaching that corner there and then ran up there and hid with Bella. That's one less human interaction I'll need to have today. Seriously though, as a woman hiking alone, I think I'm safer nipping into the woods and hiding when I hear a car coming. We've made it to my mushroom patch and it's not disappointing. Umbilical hedgehog. How cool is that? This is the only place the only spot I have where I can pick hedgehogs in February. This one's a little far gone, so I'm a little bit late this year because this is very late February. I probably won't keep this one. There's a chance that this will be the only one I find. I haven't found any others yet, but I'll keep looking. Here's a winter chanterelle. Not the same as an umbilical hedgehog, but I'll take it. I love these. I think it's going to be pretty slim pickings in here today, though. Either it's not a good year, or I'm too late. If I'm only going to get a couple of these, I will just put them in my lunch today instead of taking them home. Yeah. Too late. But at least I found one hedgehog and one winter chanterelle. That's it. 2 edible mushrooms. Well, 2 mushrooms are better than no mushrooms, so I'll take it. I found a few more. Nice umbilical hedgehogs. Pretty cool. And 1 winter chanterelle. The logging noises have not been very loud. I am thankful for that. There's some music coming from down there that suddenly stopped. Maybe brush pickers that were dropped off by the van that passed us earlier. Oh, there we go. Hola! Hello. ¿Cómo usted? Hey. Bye-bye. I think there's more than one of them in there, but one of them was hiding from me. The other one was talking to me, but definitely wanted me to go bye-bye. Brush picking is allowed back here. Check out that Usnea longissima. This is one of the biggest patches of Usnea longissima I know of, right around in this area. Looks like this is where they pile up their brush for the evening. We will be seeing them again. Looks like they had a warming fire here. They do that. They get cold in the woods all day long and then build little warming fires while they're waiting for their pickup. I think there's another brush picker out here. Yeah, there's a backpack. They don't see us. They're playing music and picking brush as fast as they can, kind of in their own little world. Ah, here's their pile of brush. This is salal, and it's used in floral arrangements. It's my understanding that a lot of it actually goes to Holland. Apparently in Holland they like to have fresh flowers on their table every night. If you walk these roads enough, you never run out of rubber bands. Rubber bands are everywhere. They're calling to each other. They like to make little dog howling noises when they call each other. Whoop! They even answered me, but they probably didn't know I wasn't one of their own when they answered. That kind of yodeling, howling noise is kind of the most efficient noise to make in the woods when you're trying to keep track of your party. So the way the brush picking works is the brush pickers are assigned to vans and then they register with wherever with their van. And they generally come out at sunrise in their vans. They get dropped off, work until sunset, gathering up salal, and then wait at their pickup point when they're done for the day. I was kind of surprised that they were starting work so late. I'm used to them coming in at sunrise. We are on the home stretch to the dystopian post-apocalyptic campground now. This road until fairly recently was actually blocked off, so no one at all could drive down it. It made me wonder how they even maintained this campground, because there were big cement blocks blocking the road. But the blocks are gone now, so they can drive in here and maintain it. And I've seen people come back here illegally on ATVs. They're always really startled to find me back here on foot, startled and looking kind of guilty. And they take off real quick. So the brush pickers are going to be over there on that side of us now. They answered me. Woo! They only answer one time. Funny. Maybe I'll just start randomly howling when I'm on these logging road walks. Then I'll know if there's any brush pickers around. I almost think that this road right here was an old train track, because it's so straight and it's got these berms on either side, like train tracks through the woods often do have. I think there's an animal back there, and not a human, maybe like a deer or something. Heard a big stick break back there, and Bella ran out to investigate. She's back in there looking. They didn't answer me that time. Gotten away from them now. That or they've gotten wise to my antics. There's a truck parked up ahead. Bella was acting like she saw something. She stopped and then turned around and ran back. This might be more brush pickers. Jeez. Really not getting the solitude I'd hoped for out here today. One time I came out here and saw a trail in that spot, and the people that made the trail had been poaching moss. I called the landowner and asked them about it. They said, yeah, there's no moss picking permits out here. So it was a moss poaching operation. I hope they're not gathering more moss. They were taking this isothecium moss, like on this vine maple, and then just stripping it off the branches. It takes a very long time for that moss to grow. This is actually getting pretty close to the campground now. It's possible I'm actually going to hear them while I'm at the campground. We'll see. They allow people back here to log and cut brush with vehicles, but they don't allow anyone else to come back here with a vehicle. Which is why this campground that we're approaching doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. The only people who can drive back here are people that are working and won't be using the campground. And you're not allowed to spend the night at the campground. But you are required to have a pass to go to this campground, which really seems kind of crazy. Oh, there's brush pickers around in the woods everywhere. This is getting a little bit stressful, or definitely not as relaxing as I would like it to be. Usually when I come back here I get some pretty good solitude. Not today. So here we are at the start of the campground loop. No fireworks allowed. Here it is, the post-apocalyptic campground that no one is allowed to drive to. And yet, Discover pass or vehicle access pass required. Look at that. What a load of... yeah, sure. I need my vehicle hang tag to go to a campground I'm not allowed to drive to or camp at. They've even gone so far as to maintain outhouses here while not allowing anyone to drive in. Okay, they're claiming that this area is under video surveillance. It's gonna be pretty damn hard to relax here now, if that's the truth. Lovely. My GoPro is acting up all of a sudden, claiming it can't record onto this card at this speed, even though I haven't changed any settings. I don't understand that. Maybe it's just getting warm. Maybe a dunk in the water will help it. Here we are, getting ready to make some coffee and relax at the campground. Switching to my phone now for making videos. Here's my lunch. I've got some morel mushrooms and some matsutake mushrooms and some witch's butter mushrooms and lots of smoked trout that I dehydrated, and got some razor clams in here too if I can find them. I put quite a bit of razor clam in here. I'm going to add my usual ramen to this mix. But for a change, I'm going to eat the seasoning packet. These ones don't have MSG in them. They do have some pretty nasty sounding chemicals in them, like disodium incinate. But I had one of these the other day and I did not get a migraine, and it was really yummy. So I'm going to try using these seasoning packets, unless they start giving me migraines. I went ahead and put my tarp up because it looks like it might rain, and with the luck I'm having today, it probably will rain. Unless I put my tarp up. Now it probably won't rain. There's a nice big pile of firewood that I guess was left here by the land managers. It's a shame they closed this campground. Apparently people have been up to no good here. That would be why they've now got signs up claiming to have video surveillance. Maybe it'd be better if they just got a host back here and reopened the campground for the public. Just don't get this campground. It's post-apocalyptic. It's closed, but it's still maintained. I just don't understand it. No camping, and no one's allowed to drive to it. Yet it's maintained, and you're required to have a vehicle pass to be here. It just doesn't make any sense. I never got to go here before they closed it. I've only seen it after it was closed. There's another campground near here that's also closed, but they really closed it. No more maintenance. Sure there is. Area under video surveillance. Yeah. I have my doubts. I really do. If there's any cameras here, they are very well hidden, and they have to be battery powered. Well, I've finished eating lunch anyway, and I've taken some photos, and I think I'll have another cup of coffee and maybe take a few more photos and then we'll hike on out of here. It did not rain, but it sure was threatening to. I'm going to keep my tarp up. The brush pickers are still howling at each other. They seem to have moved over there, though. I think it's going to be a while before I come back here again. I'm feeling very annoyed now. I want to come out here and enjoy the peace and quiet and not listen to people howl at each other all day. But at least there haven't been a lot of logging noises. Leaving the campground now. I don't see any of this video surveillance anywhere, but I do need to pee. Is it safe to pee here, or am I going to be recorded? So we're just walking out on the campground loop. There's no campsites on this side, though. I think there maybe used to be a hiking trail around this campground. Looking at the old maps, it seems kind of like there used to be. I don't know why they closed this. That's just what the DNR does. The Department of Nothing Remaining. You have to pay to go on their land, and they take away all the campgrounds. You're only allowed to have a gallon of mushrooms per year or something insane like that on DNR land. And then they log the bejesus out of everything. That's why they're the Department of Nothing Remaining. And this is yet another one of their campgrounds that they have closed to the public. Thank you, DNR, for nothing but lots of logging and destruction of the public lands. Took me 4.2 miles to walk here. Only way for me to get here. It's nice for me that it's closed, though. It means that when there's not a whole bunch of howling brush pickers around, I actually can get some pretty cool solitude and get to have lunch at a picnic table, which I really enjoy. Still don't see these cameras in the woods. Doesn't mean they're not there. There's a bag hanging from the tree there. Presumably belongs to a brush picker. There's just so many of them out here today. Maybe that's going to be the new normal. We've had such a mass influx of immigrants in the past couple of years. And it's definitely starting to show up everywhere. Bella, no. Bella, no. Bella, no. Get out of there. Bella, no. Bella, stop. Bella's trying to eat one of the brush pickers' lunch. I'm pretty sure someone's going to be coming back from the bushes and finding their lunch missing. I tried to get Bella out of there, but she's on a diet, so she's really hungry and not behaving very well. So somebody might be missing their lunch. Bella, did you eat somebody's lunch? I hope not. Okay, I've switched to my digital camera now. I haven't really used it very much for videos. This is a Nikon Z6, and it's got some built-in image stabilization. So we'll see how this works for walking. First, let's see if we can get another brush picker to answer us. Oh, they didn't bite this time. Last time I got a good response, but I'm kind of a ways from where any of them are now. And they will have heard me yelling at Bella to stop eating their lunch. Here we are on the shores of a beautiful little lake. Going to have my second cup of coffee now. Cheers. Mi perro sija comida tu amorto. That's what Siri tells me is the way to say my dog ate your lunch in Spanish. Okay, I'm beyond the point where I first saw brush pickers on the way in. So maybe we are no longer surrounded by brush pickers. But for a while there, the hills were alive with the sound of brush pickers. Everywhere I went around those two lakes, I could hear brush pickers howling at each other. My goodness. Hopefully, brush picker season is short-lived and it isn't going to be like this all the time out here now, because I wouldn't really like that. I used to really, truly get to be alone out here fairly recently. It's only in like the past 5 years that's changed, where most of my other spots in the Olympics where I could get solitude haven't been a place for solitude for at least 10 years. I think it's safe to say there's no more solitude to be found here though anyway. That's a shame. And I'm starting to get kind of old to be going off trail, but that's what I'm going to have to do to get solitude, I guess. I would love to do a photo essay on brush pickers, but I think they're a bit too camera shy for that. I was going to end this video with a beautiful reflection on this mud puddle, but Bella had other plans. She walked right through it. We're probably about 1.5 to 2 miles from the car at this point. This is the section where I always find myself dragging the most. But at least it's not as ugly as it used to be, since the trees have grown some. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and please subscribe. I think I'm up to maybe a little over 100 subscribers now, which really isn't much. So please, oh, brush pickers. I don't think the camera picked that up. They're down there too. Okay, so please like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, thank you for watching.